Om Dhyana Moolam Guru Murti Puja Moolam Guru Param Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Adorations to the Guru. Devotees, welcome again to this mandir, and we're so blessed that we have Amon playing a music here this morning. It's a very vibrant park, all kinds of nice things are happening here. This morning I want to sing a bhajan that talks about the evolution of creation, and this is the incarnations of Vishnu Bhagwan. And you know, he's a sustainer, and Swami Parameshananda being one of these manifestations. And you know, you'll see how it evolved. First there was the fish, and then there was the turtle, and then the boar, and then the half man and half animal nursing, and then we have the dwarf, and then we have the warrior man, and then it evolves and it goes into the higher stages now. And but I'll do it again. But let me sing this song. It's so beautiful, and I hope you appreciate it, because we're paying adorations to Vishnu Bhagwan. Okay? Pralaya payodi jale dritvan sivedam vihita vahitra charitra makedam Keshavadrita mina sharira Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Kshatriya vipula tava tishtati prishti Dharani dharana kina chakra gurishti Keshavadrita kurma sharira Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. We go to the boar. Vasati dashana shikare dharani tavalagana Shashani kalanka levani magana Keshavadrita sukhakara rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. We go to Narsingh, half man, half lion. Tavakara kamalavare nakamad bhuta sringam Dalita hiranya kashupan Vashuputano brigam Keshavadrita narahara rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. We go to the dwarf. Chalayasi vikrame balimada bhuta bhaman Nirajanita jana pavam Keshavadrita Bhamana rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Kshatriya vipula Kshatriya rudhirame jagaragata papam Snapayasi payasi samhita bhavatapam Keshavadrita Brigapati rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Om. Now we go to the Ram. Vitarasi dukrane dikapata kamaneam Dasamukha mauli balimaramaneam Keshavadrita Ram Sharira Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Now we do Krishna incarnation. Bahasi vipushi basare basanam jaladabam Halahiti bihiti milita jamunabam Keshavadrita haladhara rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Now we do the Buddha. Nindasi yagye videraha sruti jatam Sada hidaya darshita pashugatam Keshavadrita buddha sharira Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. We do Kalki. Nitya Nivaha Nidhane Kale Asakarabalam, Dumike Tumiva Kim Karalam, Keshavadrita, Kalki Sharira, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Now we do Pranavananda. Bigalita Jiva Dukkha Karanamrita Gana Deham, Sugatita Hindu Samaja Shariram, Keshavadrita Pranava Shariram, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Om. Adorations to Vishnu Bhuvan. He's the sustainer. Well, welcome again, and this mandir, there's no limitations to it, and as we move around, we'll see the beauty of it. There's the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space, and we are worshipping these murtis this morning. And then also there's, as you could see, there's no ceiling, there's no wall, we're free. We're like liberated already, if we can think of it like that. And we don't have to worship these murtis in the personalized form. We worship direct. This is like an evolution. And you know, evolution is such a powerful thing that it happens all the time. In creation, what has been created has to be destroyed. And we see that Mother Earth gradually, that she is deteriorating. And one of the biggest topics of these days at the United Nations, and even with this coming in of the new administrations, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, this is a big topic. How do we preserve Mother Earth? And it is very important that human effort has to be there. Although we know that whatever is created has to be deteriorated. Our bodies too, we know that we're little babies, we're so cute and soft and cuddly. And as we grow, you see how the body has changed. And it becomes fragile, and the skin gets all wrinkled, and all the organs are getting weaker. So, but anyway, this is the part of life. And this morning, let us keep that in mind as we go through our daily routine. That this evolution process, we have to be in tune with it. We are evolving also. And hopefully by the end of this lifetime, we would have reached that place of moksha and liberation, where we've evolved to the point that we become realized souls. This is the purpose of life. And for us, the BHARAT SEVASHRAM Sheng, we know that we have a spiritual master that when he's in the human form, he was sustaining, and he created the BHARAT SEVASHRAM Sheng with the monks and disciples all over the world. This is part of the work of Vishnu Bhagwan. And he would have had the opportunity also, that there was a time in this parental home, when he was a little boy, he was looking down at the tulsi tree from the roof of the building, their house, and he saw the mother, his mother, Shada Devi. Every morning she would have gone there and worshipped the tulsi plant and light a light inside this nice cozy spot, and she will do her worship. And he doing his austerities and things like that, he challenged that tulsi plant, and he said, Lord, if you're in there, come out of it. And the Lord did come out, and because Swamiji had the power to warrant that, and the Lord came out as a light and went to his being. He fell on the ground on the roof of the house, flat roof, and then from then on he would have said that Vishnu Bhagwan went to his being. He did the same thing with Mother Durga, also challenging the Murti after Durga Puja, and the Murti, from the Murti a light came and went to his being. So we have a spiritual master. He came as God. He announced his coming, and throughout his life he demonstrated that he is God. And then towards the end he was worshipped as God, because the disciples, his monk disciples, see him as such. He didn't have to tell them, but they recognize that he is God. So for us, we have this golden opportunity, and we're in the right place at the right time. and meeting the right people. For me, Swami Parameshananda came and he snatched me out of this mundane life, and now this is a service that I'm providing to you. Never thought I could do it. Every morning I'm doing it. I don't study, but I do the yoga asanas and meditation, and I go to that place of consciousness. And from that's where this knowledge is flowing. It's coming direct with some academic knowledge and book knowledge of the scriptures, but most of it is coming. Because if I try to read from a book, you notice when I read from a book, it doesn't come out authentic. There are two kinds of lectures that you can have. One that is academic, where you go into Google and read the books, and you see priests and Swamijis would do that. But the best way to have this lecture is like this one, where we in this mandir, and we're experiencing the freedom here. Kamala Harris, she was at the right place at the right time, reaching the right people, because she was close to Joe Biden before she was selected as to be the Vice President of America. And when listening to her last night, gives us pride that when she was introduced coming from South India, for the Hindus, for people of India, Hindus, Christians, whatever, Muslims, this is a child of India. So coming up to this free world, the second person in charge of the free world, America, United States of America. That's being in the right place at the right time. And this is all the divine plan. When we say being at the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, this is what it's all about. And I know this for a fact, and Swami Parameshananda is doing this to me all the time. And then what happens? Contentment comes at the end of that. If in our lives, if we don't have contentment, then what happens? We will be unhappy. But contentment can only come when we transcend this mundane, this manifested universe, and we go to that place of consciousness. Today being Sunday morning here in America and the Western world, in India and so, your afternoon there. But it's all time for us to pray and think that, the world is evolving, like I sung that song, and from the water came the fish, and then the turtle. So the fish was purely in the water, the turtle is water and land. The pig, he's more land, but he likes to hang around the water. And then it evolved into nursing, where he's half man and half lion. And then this is all a manifestation of Vishnu Bhagwan. And then we talk about the midget, Brahman. And then we evolve further and further. And we come through and go through Bhagwan Sri Ram and Bhagwan Krishna and the Buddha, and then Swami Parameshananda ji. So devotees, I'm telling you this because my intention is not to compromise the possibilities of what we can be. If I keep you at the level of the schooling of the murtis in the temples, which you have to be there, I go there sometime because it gives you that satsang and environment. But that also I realize that in the midst of that, I bring the monastic side to the ritualistic side in temples. So this way we got a good synthesis, and then people can choose. I hope you're choosing that you want to evolve into a higher state. This morning, how beautiful it is that the sun is coming up. Let us all go in a position that we could pay adorations to the sun. And because, Surya Narayan, it's so important to us. And look at the birds that just flow in there. And how beautiful this place is, isn't it? Look, they're coming to say hello. They're wondering what is this all about. And I'll go to the place where we can pay adorations to Surya Narayan. Here it is. Let us join with me, because without the sun, we cannot survive. Let us show adoration and our reverence to the sun. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurabhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurabhuvasvaha tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Isn't it beautiful around here? Well, we're thinking of the new America, and the tilt is towards socialism. But, you know, this is how we have to accept everything, and it is all the doings of the Almighty. So we think that we're doing all of this, but the Almighty behind it, that consciousness is the director of this movie that we're seeing. This morning, let us pay adorations to Lord Shiva. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. 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 Well, I hope this morning you're at peace, and we pray that America moves into the right direction, because everyone is looking at this, because everyone would like to come here or spend some time here, because it is a land of opportunity, this America, and possibilities are endless, as we see in Kamala Harris, how for the first time in the history of America, a vice president is a female, and from a background, an African Indian background. So this is all evolution, and we're moving in the right direction. Don't think otherwise. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.